TV 1061, conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.
Hello, I'm Coach Shaw, the CEO from Jaguars International LLC. I'm here today to announce to bring the sighting to the Henry County on July 9, 2021. Jaguars and the RSSC are hosting a charity military golf tournament for our disabled veterans and feeding the hungry in our community. We're looking for everybody's support or participating to make this a success. Some of our community have come together and helped, like William Donuts of McDonough, AG Cigars of Eagle Landing in Stockbridge, Benchwarmer Spartan and Grill of Stockbridge, EXP Realty, the famous Jaguar International, Let's Vape on Highway 42 in McDonough, Masonic Lodge in Stockbridge, Montlick and Associate, an injury attorney, Peach State Golf, Poppin' Rock Redneck, State Farm, Sherry Denard, Pseudo's Bar and Grill of Allenwood and also in Conyers, Sullivan's Funeral Home on Highway 42 in Stockbridge, Bellamy Strickland Ford in McDonough. I would like to thank our sponsors in helping us make this a success. Look forward to seeing everyone there and on July 9, 2021 at Cottonfield Golf Course. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Hey, I'm not in right now. Sorry. Leave me a message.
I
Bye.
just wanna love you. Meet me at the hotel room, or you can come over. So many things I wanna do to your body, driving me crazy. I just wanna love you. Meet me at the hotel room, or you can come over. So many things I wanna do to your body.
Good evening and welcome to Bedroom Chronicles. My name is Mercury's Rise and I'll be your host today. My guest today is North Tunes Woodall. And Mr. Woodall,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you for being my guest today. And Mr.
Thank you.
Woodall is gonna tell us about his music and music of his choice for the bedroom. So Mr. Woodall, you can go ahead and tell us about your
Thank you.
music.
Okay, well, thank you for having me first, you and the host and engineer. We want to thank you and the listeners. Listen, well, I have been reared up from, I'm going to say, Dayton, Ohio. I come from the land of funk, and coming out of Dayton, Ohio, I've rubbed elbows and shared the stage with a lot of musicians there, from starting off with the Ohio Players, Lakeside, Slave, Heatwave, Roger Zapp, and the list goes on and on. So to try to get it to stay in the frame that you want me to be in, or bedroom music would be from the Ohio Players. They had Sweet Sticky Thing, Honey, Skin Tight, the group Lakeside. They got a lot of ballads, and too. So and currently I have 4 CDs out, independent, and I got like 3 singles And one of the singles is Ain't No Woman Like the One I Got. It's actually a remix of one of the Four Tops songs. One of my originals, a song that I like playing, it's called, it's off my second CD. It's called Straight At You, but the song is called Sweet Baby. So, as far as bedroom music, I always kid somebody sometime when I give them one of my CDs. I let them know, say, I got to be careful about track number 4 because it's baby making music. And then a lot of people say, oh, well, we won't be listening to that one because we through. So yeah, on my third CD, which is called Loving 2, and I got a track that I did a remix. It's called In the Mood. That was by Tyrone Davis. And so what I do on my CDs that I put out, I mean, I like so many other artists that I grew up, and that I usually do like 5 original songs and then 5 cover tunes.
Okay.
So that's what I do. So that seems to work out pretty good. Like my very first CD, a song that would be good for bedroom. It was by Mother Steiners, and it was called Love Changes. So, and I got an original song on there. And I also did, you remember the Delphonics? They had La La Means I Love You? I did a version of that. So that is definitely bedroom music. I got a couple more, but I want to let you get in another question if you like.
No, go ahead and finish giving me your list.
Okay. And also, let's see. I got an original song. It's called Listening to MJ's and talking about Michael Jackson. And, and I did a song by The Moments. It's called Love on the Two-Way Street. You probably don't know nothing about that.
Yes, I do.
I'm messing with you. Yeah, and my latest single I got out, it's coming out even more maybe in the first of the year, but it kind of got out on the social media. It's Anita Baker song, Giving You the Best That I Got.
Nice. So.
And you can...
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say you can listen to any of these tracks if you just go to my website, which is number 2unes.net.
Okay.
And it's pronounced just tunes.net. You can go out there and it's on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon. It's a lot of different social media platforms. So it's, or just Google it, Google Tunes, and it should come up. And it's easy to get to. Download it, or if you want to get a hard copy, I'm a hard copy person, just hit me up at 770-714-8867, and we, work it out and send you a hard copy.
So with all this love-making bedroom music that you are producing, making, do you listen to your music yourself with you and your wife?
Oh yeah. I mean, usually before I do any of my music, I let her check it out, get her opinion on it. Yeah.
Okay. So anything else you want to add about the music and what's good for the bedroom?
Let's see. What you need to just listen to it and check it out, and then let me know how the results is. If it helped you out, or it got you hurt, So
All right.
It's a very interesting topic because I'm a funketeer, so I guess the bedroom requires not always just slow music, but it's as long as it's the right music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got like anything else, you go by the vibe and in different tempos. Everything is not at the same tempo. I hope not. So.
So, who would be your favorite artist other than yourself? Music that you like the slow music, the romantic music.
I like Gap Band. I like Charlie Wilson. Before Charlie Wilson, you're gonna be on. You ain't gonna have enough time for me to tell you how many people I like. And then I like the Isley Brothers. You know, for sure. As I'm sitting here in my library, I mean, and on my iPod, I got over 60,000 songs in there. So I got so much music and so many artists that I really like. It would singing groups. There was a group called Bloodstone. Rick James got some nice ballads. One of the favorite ones of all time would be LTD Love Ballad. Yeah, but I really love Choosy Lover by the Isley Brothers because it has the good lyrics and it's got the slamming guitar on it. So anytime and can't leave out Prince, all the slow songs that he has, you know, and let's see. I mean, you had to put me on a mini series me to tell you. I'm seriously, I just can't. It's not just no one person, man. By no means, there's so many great artists.
Right.
And different variety. Even Johnny Taylor, you know, he's got a lot of nice slow ballads that was, you know, really good.
Okay.
Great hits.
Have you done a CD on slow ballads yet?
No, that's interesting. Not all slow songs. No, I haven't done that. That's and now that you mentioned them, that's a good lead into. But I am working on putting out a greatest hits of my own stuff here next year. I got about 12 songs. So what I did was I have 4 CDs out. I just went back and took like 2 or 3 songs from each CD, and then I'm gonna put that out like that. You know, just creating something, especially because of this kind of in the times that we're in right now.
So, Mr. Woodall, I was really hoping to get some pointers from you for the bedroom, along with the music.
Well, if you listen to some of the music my own music, I think you might come up with something.
See, but if you give us a hint, then there goes and search for that song or that CD.
Sweet Baby, go to Sweet Baby, and that's all for. And the music will set you in the mood. And check out the track In the Mood. I mean, that pretty much says it right there. It was originally put out by Tyrone Davis, but I did a version of it. So, and I had a female vocalist on it and myself, and so it's a nice version of it. So that could be something, you know.
So can you tell me what could possibly lead up to the mood of being in the bedroom other than the music? You know how you get in the mood. What happens? What you do?
It's the things you do before you get in the bedroom. You know, you have to do little things to nowadays. You know, text messages, leaving cards. You know, giving some warnings before even start. So, you know, it would take. It's a combination of things, I think.
It's a
combination
what?
of things.
Oh, combination
and
of things.
Being creative and using your imagination, and you really need to kind of know who you're working with and know more about what kind of turns a person on, and make sure that they know what kind of turns you on. So it's, you know, it's a give and take thing, you know.
Okay. See, that was a good tip.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got another one?
No. I can't give it all to you this time. I won't be, you won't need me to come back if I give you everything.
Even in a baseball game, you get 3 strikes for you out. That's only 1.
Yeah. Well, see, it's like you said. It's even in what you say in baseball. Okay. That's true. But I think what really helps. What helps me out is you got to keep yourself. You got to do your best, look your best, do your best. And so I think sometimes if the fire is dying out in the relationship, one got to try to remember what they did to actually get that person.
Right.
And then you got to try to want to maintain that. You got to keep yourself in a position where you want to. And keep the person kind of on their toes about what's going on. You know what I mean? You want to look your best and do your best. You just can't just let everything go. You know what I mean? You want to maintain that surprise, so to speak. It takes it's something you got to work at. It's definitely you got to work at. But if you take yourself back to what you think draws you to the person, and you remember those little things, and it's a combination, man.
Okay.
You say that 3 strikes, before you get out, in that game. But if you're a boxer in the arena box, it don't take but 1 punch, and you could be knocked out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So I was just trying to use a parable since so it's a vibe thing, just like me. I'm vibing off of what you're saying and try to stir it up, to make it be interesting for someone to listen to us, and they get something out of what we're saying that's going to help them. And you got to be willing to try. You got to be flexible. Like I said, it's a give and take. So, you got to be willing to experiment and try some other things. And sometimes you can't always just try to, have it your way. You might want to try to, do something the other person likes, and then maybe you might get something you like in return.
Okay. So on that note, we're going to go to a commercial. Be right back.
Okay.
All
How can
right.
you find a reliable source of CBD products? Introducing Holistic Wellness Boutique, a revolutionary collection of CBD tinctures, CBD topicals, CBD edibles, CBD pet products, and other relevant CBD products that help you incorporate CBD into your everyday lifestyle. The best part? Through our special Radiant Transformations program, Dr. Alea Daniel, PharmD, a well-regarded wellness coach, licensed pharmacist, and the mind behind the idea of Holistic Wellness Boutique, will also introduce you to a healthier lifestyle through proper education, nutrition, and a thorough medication evaluation to make the most of our exemplary CBD products. If you are struggling with a chronic condition, we can help you discover how to live a more holistic lifestyle through wellness coaching and the proper selection of hemp-derived CBD products. Visit HolisticWellnessBoutique.com to schedule a consultation or order an audacious combination of hemp-derived CBD products that will rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. How can you find...
Today's world exposes our youth to life experiences that are well beyond that which their years should allow. Violence, trauma, poverty, injustice. Our children's lives and their livelihoods are in constant danger. Wisdom Inc. is a community-based organization designed to save young lives by reducing violence and assisting youth in their personal development. Wisdom stands for wise individuals structuring and developing youthful minds. Through our collective wisdom, we can change lives for the better. Wisdom Inc. Reducing violence, developing youth, saving lives.
Welcome back to Bedroom Chronicles. My name is Mercury, and I'm your host today. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hi, how are you? We have a caller.
I'm fine. How are you doing this evening?
Good. Very good. Thank you for asking. And you? How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing this evening?
Good. And who am I speaking with?
Tacoma, Washington.
Oh, hi, Tacoma. Well, thanks for calling.
You got it. How are you doing? How's your day?
Pretty good, pretty good. So, Tacoma, did you see the show from the start?
I did. I missed the first few minutes, but I did listen to the last guest, Tunes. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Tunes.
Yeah.
Musician. He was a little shy about giving me some tips for the bedroom, but he did give a little bit. So
I was listening. Yeah. And I agree with him. I totally agree with a lot with what he said.
Okay. Yeah, Tunes is old school, so I thought maybe he would have a little bit of wisdom to share.
Yeah, but the truth will always set you free. The truth is the truth.
Yeah,
I do know that you had asked him, what do you do? How do you set the mood in the bedroom?
Mm-hmm.
And he was right on point when he said it's everything you do before the bedroom.
Right.
You gotta. It's a creative process. Things that lead up to that.
It sounds like a lot of work.
It is, but how I feel if you're in love, if you love your spouse, you love your mate, it doesn't even feel like work. It really doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't feel like work. But I was thinking about that when he said it, like a funny story about bedroom music, and it reminds me when I was married and the kids were young, my kids were young, and typically they'll know that when Daddy needs to get some sleep, it's quiet. But when, like on the weekend, if they heard music come from the room, they knew what was up. And it was hard to play that off. Then you could see the little eyes. They're trying to look under the door. What they doing in there? What Mommy and Daddy doing? The music is, and she would play it loud. I was like, put that down a little bit. The kids will hear.
Okay. So
that was that's what comes to mind when talk about bedroom music.
Okay. So do you have any songs that you listen to?
As I've gotten older, I've come away from the music, but listening to, like I said, Tunes, I said, you know what, let me get back on. And I do like this, and it's funny because I think about a year and a half ago, I just came up with a list of some of like the hottest, in my opinion, like the hottest, bedroom baby making music. And I know one of the top of the list was Floetry. I love Floetry, Say Yes. And anything by Prince, Sade, anything like that. Years ago it used to be Kelly, but I had to take him out of rotation, for obvious reasons. But things like that. Anything that's that'll get you in the mood. Something that's sensuous.
Okay.
I'm not bashing the new style media. These young artists now, but their mindset just isn't into what it was. Music growing up, music in my genre. 60s, 70s, 80s, and the 90s.
Wow.
They're in a different path now.
Okay. So, since we're on the bedroom and music, and since the COVID pandemic, husbands and wives and girlfriends and boyfriends are locked in together. So do you think they're playing more bedroom music or having more bedroom activity, or do you think that it may be more separation because now we in the house too often, too many hours together?
That is a good question, and again, I think that it all depends on those two individuals, and I'm just speaking because I have a colleague of mine, and we're working from home, and the majority of everyone is working from home. They have a skeleton crew, and she said she wanted to go back to the site and work on a site. So I had asked her. I said, why? You don't have to worry about you, safety. 90 minutes commute. That's out the window. And she said her husband was just driving her crazy. on your nerves that much,
Right.
that bad that you would go back to a 90-minute commute, you know, and just deal with the wear and tear of the vehicle and getting up early, you know, to find out what you're going to wear. I was like, no, you got to make that work. You got to make that work. You know, but she's happier, you know, away from him. She sees him when she gets home, and that's what works for them. That's what works. But I think that's sad. I think during the COVID, you know, this pandemic, that it really, it has brought out the worst and the best in us. If you're in a relationship, this is the first time ever in our lifetime that you see more of that person, and like I said, it could either work for you or against you. You know, it could be like too much exposure. You know, anything he does or she does. Why are you chewing so loud? You know, you have to tap off the toothpaste, things like that. You know, for the COVID, it probably wouldn't have bothered you, but now it's every single day, and you got to see that person every single day, every minute, you know, every hour. And again, if you have that basic foundation, this would be heaven. This would be heaven. You know, this would be heaven.
Yeah, I can see that. So, you got any tips you want to share with us today? Bedroom tips that you probably haven't heard us covered yet?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Do you have any bedroom tips that you would like to share with us today that we probably haven't covered yet, even on a personal note for you?
Bedroom tips, just...
Because, you know,
like
Thanksgiving coming up, Christmas coming up, so to keep everybody
with
happy.
Christmas coming up? Yeah, just, you know, I think that I picked up some tips from, you know, like I said, some of my female co-workers, you know, things that I may not have, you know, now I'll admit things that I did not pay that much attention to before. You know, since the holidays are coming up, you know, themes. I wasn't big on themes, but now, you know, like I said, with you know, with my colleagues, you know, getting into themes, really, you know, one girl in particular, she lived for themes. And we were on an incentive committee, and you know, when it came to themes, she would just zone out, and she would just focus on that, and everyone in the end had a, you know, fantastic time, you know, a great time. So with the holidays coming up, just, you know, anything, you know, the theme, just embellish it and make it different. Make it, like I said, you know, it won't feel like work. It'll feel like joy. You know, Thanksgiving is coming up. Hey, you know, partner that with a little role playing. You know, maybe, you know, after work, after Friday when she comes home, you know, meet her at the door. You know, have everything set up inside. Meet her at the door. You know, with a pilgrim suit on or something like that, or a Christmas Santa suit. You know, and just pamper her, make things easy. Make things easy from the minute that door opens. Matter of fact, don't even wait till the door opens. Get there before the door opens. You know, meet her at the driveway, meet her at the car, open her car door for her.
So, are you into role playing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, most definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about your role playing, if you don't mind.
I do mind.
You do?
Yeah.
But the younger people,
I'm just joking.
the younger people want to know.
Yeah. I keep it simple because, you know, I have to work with things that are you know, like around the house. Like I haven't got to the point where I want to spend, you know, like, you know, a few dollars on, you know, something that I may wear, you know, not that often, you know, because it may get played out. If you do the, you know, the sexy cop, you know, after a while you get tired of that. So, you know, role playing is got, you know, the spontaneity and location. I think women like the location more than, I think that turns them more like the location versus in the house with the doctor's outfit or, you know, the hero or you know, sexy cops. I think the location really gets them. They enjoy that better. I know I do. So. moving vehicle, bathroom, stall, things like that.
So, what about a good spanking? You into that?
I'm sorry?
I said, what about a good spanking? Are you into that?
Being the giver or the receiver?
Oh, no, the receiver.
I don't know. Pleasure and pain. To me, I have a low tolerance to that. So
Oh, you do?
It's going to mess with my psyche. I got to concentrate. So something's painful. Well, then again.
It don't have to be painful.
Yeah.
It can be gentle.
Yeah. I just thought about something. Yeah. So yeah, the pleasure and pain threshold that's enjoyable.
Okay. All right.
Enjoyable. But I was thinking about I heard something on the radio. Matter of fact, just the other day about the relationships in COVID. Are they suffering? How are they suffering? If at all. And like I said, just if you're forced to stay together, this could be a beautiful time. With the exception of COVID, of course. But I think that. And a friend of mine just told me the other day, she said two of her married friends are they're thinking about separating,
Wow.
It's just they always had a rocky relationship, but I think because of COVID it just heightened that, so they may be divorcing.
Wow.
And I know that my friend had told me that the wife had said, during an episode that I think they took a break, and then when he came back, getting some Gatorade or something, he said, "Come on, ready for round two," and she didn't find those words sexy, and it turned her off. Are you ready for round two? So I believe, being sexually yoked is very important. That is a beautiful thing. I know, and they speak about being yoked, religiously yoked. But being sexually yoked with your partner is very important. It's a beautiful thing because you can say, "Are you ready for round two?" and she'll just say, "Yes, of course, let's go." You don't have to find those perfect words. Like when she's in a mood, you can go in you can get in the mood, just like that. Or if you're in the mood, she can get in the mood just like that. So sexually yoked is a beautiful thing.
Well, hold that thought. We're gonna go to a commercial, and we'll be right back.
Exactly.
Yep, commercial break.
Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Elmer Horn with Douglas County Sheriff's Office, and we're here at one of our communities, and Sheriff Pounds is here with us. And Sheriff Pounds is very involved in his communities, and he come out. We brought out our grill and our smoker so we can come out and help cook for this community. And Sheriff Pounds himself has come out and helped cook with us, and he's here to cook and help these folks today.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the programs that I call Taking My Community Back. If you don't get out there and get involved in your community, you ain't gonna be able to get it back. And the sad part about it, we losing our young men at such a pace that it's unreal. We got to come up with something that will help us with these children. Got to. So this is what I'm doing. I love it. I'm out here in the sun. It's hot, but like I said earlier, we're gonna do these until we get that gap between law enforcement and the community bridge. We're gonna bridge that gap because we're gonna get out of here, we're gonna shake hands, we're gonna find out if they got any kind of problem we can assist them with, and invite them to the sheriff's office and come to the roll call. Just come see what's going on at the office. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you, Sheriff Pounds. And like I said, this is just one of many events that we bring this grill out to help with our communities and get involved. I'm here.
Hey, I'm not in right now. Sorry. Leave me a message.
I just wanna love you. Meet me at the hotel room, or you can come over. So many things I wanna do to your body, driving me crazy. I just wanna love you. Meet me at the hotel room, or you can come over. So many things I wanna do to your body.
Okay, welcome back to Bedroom Chronicles. My name is Mercury's Rising, and I'm your host. And on the phone, we have Tacoma Washington, which he's the author of Chasing Waterfalls. And Mr. Washington was just giving me some tips on basically things that you can do when you're at home for an extended period of time with your mate during this COVID epidemic or pandemic. And he's back, Mr. Washington, Tacoma.
Yeah.
You have it. Come on. Tell me some more.
Well, getting back to being sexually yoked, I was in a relationship where this young lady, we were just like that, it was like yin and yang. I tried to find the right things to say, because I'm basically, I don't look for those proper terms. I'll say it just like, someone would say, like, why you gotta say it like that? Being sexually yoked and your partner wouldn't have any problem with say, hey, can you do this? I'm not gonna look for the proper way. Hey, could you do this for us? It's gonna be, But that's my big thing is, because it dawned on me like a year ago, sexually yoked is important. But I think one of the hardest things, I like, getting back to location, is vacation set. Vacation set, go someplace, waterfront, and, right before the sun rises, see the sunrise, and just make love on the balcony, knowing that anybody could be on the beach, and they could possibly see you, just that thrill of possibility of being seen is a turn on.
I see.
Yeah, and I think I first got that thought when I used to live in Harlem, right up the Harlem River Drive. You have the projects, and Harlem River Drive projects. They had the balconies, and the balconies faced faced the roadway, and I think it was from a Spike Lee movie, More Better Blues, when Wesley Snipes was he was making love to this woman on the balcony. I was like, yo, that's it, because anybody can see you driving, on the Harlem River Drive, but they're not going to stop to see you, so they'll never see you again. So why even worry about it?
Right.
They'll never see you again, but they'll get an eyeful for a quick 2 seconds, and I was that would be like something like a bucket list that I would like to do. But first, I got to move back to Harlem. That's not gonna happen just to get that done. But next vacation, sunrise, and do it. You can't do it like that. With the sun completely up.
Right.
Because people on the beach will see you in the lobby. At the continental breakfast. But do it when it's dark out or the sun is coming up. Is really romantic.
Okay. So have you? How far are you in your book?
Ooh, yeah, good question. All right, so I think that as the presidential election was closing in, I got just about like everybody else. I started focusing on that, and I had to force myself stop watching the news and get back to work. And just last week, I finished a chapter. I mean, since I think within the last, I'm still behind schedule, but since the last month and a half, I did start it, complete page, chapter 1. I'm at chapter 6 now. But I do know, I had a little bit of a writer's block. And I said, once I get past this chapter, then so back off to the races.
Okay. All right then. So, have you finished reading Bedroom Chronicles?
Have I? Yes.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because when we spoke the last time, you didn't read all of it.
Oh yeah, 8 months ago.
Oh.
Well,
So
8 months ago.
So since you finished reading the entire book, what's your take on it?
Now Don't ask me questions because my retention level is terrible. My retention level is terrible. If you ask me something about my own book, I would have to, let me get back to you on that.
So nothing stands out from it?
Retention level, don't put me on the spot like that. Retention level is terrible. As I'm getting older, I'm like, I'm not going to claim Alzheimer's or anything like that, but it's not like I don't retain things like I did, 20, 30 years ago.
Okay. All right, so then I'll just ask you, since it's part of the title of my book, has true love been hard for you to find?
No.
No? Okay.
True love has been hard for me to hold on to, but not hard to find. And true love, its definition is different, from person to person. To me, true love is just humility, it's honesty, it's, trust, and that feeling, like I can't wait to see her, I can't wait to see him. I had a former sister, about 15 years ago. She had a long list of things, attributes she needed in a man. He had if he was over 35, no kids, because she was around that age, 30, 35, early 40s. No kids, job, career, this and that. And the list was long. It was like 10 to 12 things on it. And she finally got married, happy for her. I say that with sarcasm. But this man, not knocking him, but he had no qualities of the list that she had. He's not working. He has kids. and the list goes on. I mean, and I was like, wow. And I never had an opportunity to, I wouldn't want to rub it in her face, but I was just like, hey, how's, I remember that list. You may not think I remember that list, but I remember it. And I just think that that's ironic. So as I get older, my list has never been long. Never been long. I wasn't looking for what the masses are looking for. Beauty queens and all of that. Because you said, looks fade, but just be honest, love me, treat me right, and I can trust you and hold your own. And it's golden.
So since couples are spending more time together these days, do you think it doesn't matter right now whether it's the love making is 5 minutes, 30 minutes, 2 hours, or quickies? They should be having more quickies. I think if people were having more quickies, they wouldn't be having as much trouble at home, because you have your quickie.
Absolutely.
You have your
Absolutely.
quickie.
No.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. It's however you can get it in, get it in. Especially if you have kids. Yeah, if you have school-age kids, you have to get it in when you can. And I really sympathize with that. Because they're up. From 6 o'clock in the morning to you may even push back their bedtime and say, enough of this. I need some adult time, some alone time. You may push their bed. They may have been going to bed maybe 9, 10 o'clock, and you may want to try to push it back to 8 o'clock, because you have to have that alone time for yourself and with your significant other. But I think that quickies it's just like a meal. You may like a quick meal. You may make something in the kitchen and stand over the sink and eat. You may not want to sit down and get the napkins and the silverware. You just something real quick over the sink is satisfying. Keep it moving.
I think there should be a quickie challenge. Like, a quickie challenge. How many quickies did you get in 24 hours?
That's what you were going to say. How quick can you get it done challenge?
No, not how quick can you get it done. Because they definitely wouldn't be reporting those numbers.
Mine's been 47 seconds. Don't tell them that.
Yeah, quickie challenge would be good.
Yeah.
I've never seen that anywhere. A quickie challenge. That's a happy challenge. Yeah, that's a happy, good feeling challenge. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm currently, living alone, so anything at this point sounds. But you know what? That also put a couple of months ago when around March and April when the coronavirus was in full swing, I was looking at interaction between men and women, and I was like, man, are people dating? I would watch this guy look at this girl, and she was looking like I'm not having it. Keep it moving. And I was like, yeah, this is not the good time to to step to anybody. And it's like, yeah, what's good? What's up? You don't know. If people took this precaution, during the AIDS, revolution, then who knows? But, people are not having it. Maybe it's lightened up now, but I wouldn't know because I work from home. And if I do go out, it's, to the market or that, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you if women are like, now, I'm letting the guard down, I'm dating. I would doubt it. I would doubt it, but gotta be rough on those who are single. I know it's rough on me.
Well, sometimes you can just have a quickie with yourself.
That's another show, and I won't call in for that one.
Well, it's nothing wrong with self-love, self-pleasure.
I know.
Yeah, so.
I know, I'm just joking. Yeah, I know that.
I'm sure.
I know that when I was about 12 years old. 12 years old.
Nothing wrong with that. You can 10 or 15 times a day or 10 or 15 times in one round. You take care of yourself.
Okay. That's a bit much, but okay. I mean, as long as you're drinking a Gatorade and doing some push-ups and taking multivitamins.
Well, I don't think the women put as much energy in it, self-pleasure as men do. I think it takes more energy for a man than it does for a woman.
It does. It does. Absolutely does.
It does.
Because we have to, replenish.
Yeah, and women have more tools that they can in their box that they can use than.
That's true too.
Yeah, men have quite a few too, but they probably just don't invest in any tools. So. But
yeah,
I don't.
Personally speaking, I wouldn't. That's a topic I don't know much about.
Well, they have.
Women have it also.
Men have it too because they have every body part for a man that, like, if he was actually with a woman, that he can use. That has that flesh-like feeling. So it's out there.
What?
Flesh-like feeling. Feel like skin.
Oh, I saw something like that on like a commercial, on a porn commercial, but I was like, nah, that's whack.
Yep, there have it. All you need is your imagination. So we're going to take a commercial break and we'll be right back.
Reliable source of CBD products. Introducing Holistic Wellness Boutique, a revolutionary collection of CBD tinctures, CBD topicals, CBD edibles, CBD pet products, and other relevant CBD products that help you incorporate CBD into your everyday lifestyle. The best part? Through our special Radiant Transformations program, Dr. Alea Daniel, PharmD, a well-regarded wellness coach, licensed pharmacist, and the mind behind the idea of Holistic Wellness Boutique, will also introduce you to a healthier lifestyle through proper education, nutrition, and a thorough medication evaluation to make the most of our exemplary CBD products. If you are struggling with a chronic condition, we can help you discover how to live a more holistic lifestyle through wellness coaching and the proper selection of hemp-derived CBD products. Visit HolisticWellnessBoutique.com to schedule a consultation or order an audacious combination of hemp-derived CBD products that will rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit.
Hi, I'm Michael Cowell, your funniest man on the planet, and you're watching TV 1061, your global network. Stay tuned, because that's how they do it over here. Big time party! All right, see y'all later. Bye.
Hi, I'm Harry Lennox, and you're watching TV 1061, your global network. Hi, I'm
Welcome back to Bedroom Chronicles. My name is Mercury's Rising. I'm the host today, and on the phone we have Tacoma Washington, the author of Chasing Waterfalls. Mr. Washington,
yeah.
You mentioned something about side chicks during these COVID days. So do you think they're getting served up like they should be?
No, and I know that I know the dynamics have changed because, you know, initially, you know, months ago, a certain dummy in the White House had said it was going to be over by Mother's Day, and here we are, you know, 60 days, we'll be into a new year. So, yeah, I know the side pieces, you know, men and women, you know, alike, they were suffering. You know, I'm being patient. When are you going to try to get out? You got to try to get out. Are you crazy? I can't get out. Wifey right here. You know, hubby's right here. How can I, you know, what can I say? What can I, you know, I could try to front and say, yeah, I'm going to the doctor. I'll be back in like 3 hours. But, man, you've been going to the doctor like every week. What's good? You know, so I know they're suffering. And I know at a certain breaking point, they'll be like, you know what? You know, just cut the ties and just, you know, keep it moving. And then, you know, and like I said before, for those areas, for those people who feel like, no, I've been cooped up long enough, I need to get back out there, you know, they'll find something else. But I know it was stressful for a lot of men out there, because, you know, and, you know, some women, I got to say it. I know that most, you know, I think the ratio of men having side pieces than women. But then again, hey, I'm a man at a certain age. Maybe women have caught up. They've caught up and surpassed us in anything else. Yeah. So maybe it's equal that women have side pieces just as much as men do. You know, so yeah. But I know it was rough. I'm being patient. It's been 2 weeks. It's been a month. It's been 2 months. When are you going to come through? Yeah. But and another stupid thing I heard on I saw on TV about a month ago. This doctor said about COVID lovemaking, and she said something about you know, like no kissing or wear a mask. And that's the most asinine thing I've ever heard of. So if you wear I was like, all right, even if you wear a mask and but you're still, you know, body fluids and things like that, you know. So that's so stupid. I was like, whatever news channel she was on, I was like, why did you even entertain, you know, that segment? But there's no such thing. Either you know, can't make love with a mask on and be okay. That's good. You know, we're good when you have other secretions and other things you put in your mouth on other body parts. You know, so that was completely stupid. That was asinine.
Well, if they've been locked up together for all these months, like you said earlier, to the point where the wife was ready to go back to work, then it's just only germs they really exchange is their own. So they're not going outside and getting in contact with anybody else. So they. Yeah,
she was saying it like, you know, like new relationships.
Oh, new.
You know, like a new relationship. Like you just, you know, you met somebody and then, you know, Steve Harvey, you know, 90 days later.
Wow.
90 days later during a COVID, you know, pandemic, you know, wear a mask. It's like, no.
Well, they can do other things. They can do phone sex with the video.
Yeah, that's about it.
So
that is about it.
But that's good. Sometimes it's as good as the real thing if you got a good imagination. So just send go on Amazon. You can go on Amazon and buy. I'm over talking you, but go ahead.
No, I'm just laughing because I'm saying a very, you know, a vivid imagination I have, but nothing. There ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. You know, you can have I can have a 75-inch screen, you know, with surround sound and hook that up to, you know, and then see you 75 inches, but that is nothing like it. And that would be awesome, 75-inch screen. You know, phone sex. But it wouldn't take the place of it wouldn't.
But you got to make do with the best that you have at the moment. So.
Well, I agree with you. You got to make do. Yeah,
make do. So you know, you can always go to the partners. They can always go to Amazon and buy her a little toy, or she can go to Amazon and buy him a little toy, and then y'all, once they arrive at your house, it's delivered, then y'all get on the phone if you want to do it that way, but you really don't need the toys if you want to have phone sex. You just
Yeah.
and it can be an intimate way of getting to know each other a little better.
Absolutely. You have to be creative. I'm surprised, and there very well may be something on the market on where it's like a full body, like a latex full from, but something that you can breathe in and you won't suffer.
No, I don't think they got that yet.
Head to toe. Head to toe, and you would just grind against each other. You can't have any penetration, just the ability, to touch another human being, but just be fully, latexed up.
Yeah, no, I don't think they got that yet. Which you know, you never know.
You never know, and then have the face shield on. That guy, mouth, nose.
That's a little much.
From head to toe.
That's a little much.
That's a little much.
Yeah, that's a little much. Face shield and what did you say about the
latex suit
yeah,
and
latex
the face
on
shield, the plastic face shield.
That's too
For
much.
the eyes and them. It reminds me of the Janet Jackson and Busta Rhymes video.
Oh, okay. What was the name of that video?
Man, I can see it in my head, but I'm trying to think of the name.
I forgot your long-term memory. I got you.
Yeah, but you can YouTube it.
Okay.
Busta Rhymes and Janet Jackson.
All right.
Feel the bass.
So, do you have, or not, I know you got, but can you tell us some more interesting tips for the bedroom? And I know the young people are actually listening to us, the 20 and 30-year-olds. They're listening. And I had one viewer wanted to know some other tips that we could probably share with them, since we have a little bit more sexual wisdom than they do. Even though in this day and time they're doing some stuff that
oh, you better believe it.
I wouldn't even want to participate in or thought about ever participating in. But they do find the discussion to be informative. So so what else can you share?
Well, like you just said, I think that they may say, we've done that, or we surpassed that, old man, but like fruits, those that like a little food fetish, fruits, ice, ice is always, stimulating, honey, chocolate syrup, I wouldn't want to say anything and everything, but things along that line, things that are sweet, strawberries, little whipped cream,
So what do you do with those? Because you mentioned them, but what you gonna do with them?
Well, like for the strawberries or the bananas, just with the chocolate or the honey, just share the bite. You feed her, she'll kiss you. You could, eat the banana on each end till you kiss. The ice, put a couple of cube in your mouth, and just on the body part, the sensitive erogenous zones that will, wake up immediately. Keep your eyes full of a mouthful of ice. Honey and chocolate, put on, certain parts of the body to lift that up. It could be fattening. You have a high caloric intake, but wouldn't that be the best way to put on weight?
No honey. No, honey's too sticky. So,
and
what else you got? You got
with the cleanup process would be a little much. But again, hey, it's worth it. You can always take the sheets off, throw them in the washer and dry, put new ones on.
Okay, so do you think making love should be serious or fun?
Should it be serious or
just fun?
Or what?
Fun, like doing the process, doing the action. You can laugh and talk, or you just want it to be something that's just serious, where there's no laughing and no talking other than a little sex talk.
No, absolutely. It should be an enjoyable event for both parties, not serious. I mean, it's not, like an exam. It should be laughter. It should be sex talk. It should be raunchy talk. It should be laughter. Sometimes even, tears. Oko and John Lennon, you can come together and that could bring a tear to your eye. Be free, open spirits. Laugh for everything.
Okay, tears to your eyes. That's cute. So, tears to your eyes. So let's talk about one of your memorable experience. And what was it in that experience that was so memorable for you?
Can you repeat that?
Let's talk about one of your memorable experience, and then you tell me what was the action or the act that was most memorable.
Romantic or, because for me, it's like, it's two sides of a coin. It's romance and it's just like, let's get it in.
No, not one of the let's get it in, the romance side.
Romance, okay. But I was hoping you was going to say let's get it in. But romantic, when my former spouse, she was out of the house for a few hours, and I was just sitting home, watching, television, and I called her up. I said, how long before you get back in? She said, like 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that. So I ran to Kroger's, and I went to get 2 dozen roses. And I said, do me a favor, when you get back, when you get like 10 minutes from the house, call me. So I drew a bath, I boiled some water, because I wanted it hot by the time she got through the door. And in the bedroom, petals of roses, from the bathroom to the bed, on the bed, the bathroom all set up, candles, slow music, body oils, and salts and all that stuff. Dim the lights, flowers, and the petals of flowers in the tub too. And I was like, all right, this is going to be a good jump off. So she came home, blindfolded her, walked upstairs, helped her get undressed, got her in the tub. She enjoyed. And then I'm thinking to myself, yeah. I said, you know what? Nah, don't share this moment with her. Don't get in the tub with her. Let her have this by herself. And she got in there. She was listening to music, put her head back, low lights, candles, music, the rose petals, the soapy water, bath oils, and I was close by. I heard her, dried her off, walked on the rose petals, bed, massaged her, oiled, and she was out like a light. And I wasn't upset, like, oh, where's my? I wasn't upset. She had a good bath, a good rub down, baby old, and was out like a baby.
Wow. But why were you upset? That should have been like.
No. I said I wasn't upset.
Oh, you wasn't upset.
I wasn't like, wake up, come on, give me something. I was like, that's something that she's going to always remember. And when she went out like a light, I just, went to the office, listened to some music, chilled out, and then, the next morning, she showed her gratitude. But I wouldn't have woken her up. Now, she had a long day, and that was a good end of a long day, perfect end of a long day.
Okay. So we're going to go to a commercial, and we'll be right back. Oh, it is? Oh, it is? Oh, wow. Well, let me give you the countdown. Wednesdays, we have Flavor at 8 p.m., The Playlist at 9:30, Bedroom Chronicles at 6 p.m. on Thursdays. Saturday, we One Nation at 2 p.m., and Sunday is the Talk Show Divas at 4:30 p.m. and the Talk Show Kings at 6:30 p.m. See you next Thursday. Thank you, Mr. Washington, for joining Mr. Tacoma Washington, our guest today.
You got it.
All right.
Love and peace.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, I'm not in right now. Sorry. Leave me a message.
I just wanna love you. Meet me at the hotel room, or you can come over. So many things I wanna do to your body, driving me crazy. I just wanna love you. Meet me at the hotel room, or you can come over. So many things I wanna do to your body.
61. Conceptualizing your ideas across the world and beyond.
Hey, I'm not in right now. Sorry, leave me a message.
I just wanna love you. Meet me at the hotel room, or you can come over. So many things I wanna do to your body, driving me crazy. I just wanna love you. Meet me at the hotel room, or you can come over. So many things I wanna do to your body.
Good evening and welcome to Bedroom Chronicles. My name is Mercury's Rise and I'll be your host today. My guest today is North Tunes Woodall. And Mr. Woodall?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for being my guest today. And Mr. Woodall is going to tell us about his music and music of his choice for the bedroom. So Mr. Woodall, you can go ahead and tell us about your music.
Okay, well, thank you for having me first, you and the host and engineer. We want to thank you and the listeners. Listen, well, I have been reared up from, I'm going to say, Dayton, Ohio. I come from the land of funk, and coming out of Dayton, Ohio, I've rubbed elbows and shared the stage with a lot of musicians there, from starting off with the Ohio Players, Lakeside, Slave, Heatwave, Roger Zapp, and the list goes on and on. So to try to get it to stay in the frame that you want me to be in, or bedroom music would be from the Ohio Players. They had Sweet Sticky Thing, Honey, Skin Tight, the group Lakeside, they got a lot of ballads, and too. So, and currently I have 4 CDs out, independent, and I got like 3 singles. And one of the singles is Ain't No Woman Like the One I Got. It's actually a remix of one of the 4 Tops songs. One of my originals is a song that I like playing. It's called, it's off my second CD. It's called Straight At You, but the song is called Sweet Baby.
Mm-hmm.
So, as far as bedroom music, I always kid somebody sometime when I give them one of my CDs. I let them know, say, I got to be careful about track number 4 because it's baby making music. And then a lot of people say, oh, well, we won't be listening to that one because we through. So yeah.
Hello, I'm Coach Shaw, the CEO from Jaguars International LLC. I'm here today to announce to bring the sighting to the Henry County on July 9, 2021. Jaguars and the RSSC are hosting a charity military golf tournament for our disabled veterans and feeding the hungry in our community. We're looking for everybody's support or participating to make this a success. Some of our community have come together and helped, like William Donuts of McDonough, AG Cigars of Eagle Landing in Stockbridge, Benchwarmer Spartan and Grill of Stockbridge, EXP Realty, the famous Jaguar International, Let's Vape on Highway 42 in McDonough, Masonic Lodge in Stockbridge, Motley and Associate, an injury attorney, Peach State Golf, Poppin' Rock Redneck, State Farm Sherry Denard, Pseudo's Bar and Grill of Allenwood, and also in Conyers. Sullivan's Funeral Home on Highway 42 in Stockbridge. Bellamy Strickland Ford in McDonough. I would like to thank our sponsors in helping this make this a success. Look forward to seeing everyone there on July 9, 2021 at Cottonfield Golf Course. Thank you. Have a blessed day.